Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review and demo of one of my absolute favorite products right now, which is the NYX HD finishing powder, and this one is in the shade translucent. Let me give you a closer look to what the product looks like. And like you can tell, I have already hit pan on this. This is how much I love it. I've been using it from the beginning of the year. I mentioned it in my January favorites as well, and I've been using it constantly since then. So it's been like 1.5 months at this point, and I cannot put this down. Like honestly, when I saw I'm hitting pan on this, I was so sad because I'll have to buy a new one of this. Like this one I got when I had been to the NYX store launch in it was in Orbit or Infinity Malad. I am still so confused about which mall it was, but it was either of them where you have the NYX store. So I went to the store launch and they gave all of us like I don't know what it's called, like the actual YouTube term for it, like a goodie bag. To put it in simpler words, a goodie bag which had this. And when I first looked at it, I wasn't really sure if I'm going to use this or I would like it or not. But the first time I used it, I was instantly in love. And also, I don't know if you can tell, but there's something wrong with my voice. I just woke up this morning and I have a sore throat, I guess. But anyways, we put that aside. But yes, ever since I used it the first time, I have not been able to put this down, and you can clearly tell the result. Now moving on to the review of the product. So it's a white powder, and when you feel it between your hands, it feels like a primer but in the powder version. So it fills in the pores really well. So what it claims to do is that it softens the appearance of fine lines and pores, which it does, and it also reduces shine and mattifies the skin, and it does everything which it says. So if I use it in the morning, my skin will not get oily or shiny throughout the day. Also, what I love, like it says, it mattifies. So if I have a moisturizer or a sunscreen which is a little bit thick and heavy on the skin, but if it has a high SPF, then I kind of like ignore that fact. So I have one such sunscreen right here which I use. This is the A1 Solutions SPF 40 PA triple plus sunscreen, and I've mentioned this quite a few times on my channel that I'm using this sunscreen currently, and I still haven't used it up. Like there is a lot of product. It says just 75 grams, but this will last for a very, very long time because you need a very tiny amount, and also it's more of a thicker, heavier consistency and texture. So that's one of the reasons. So my skin does get a little too dewy when I use this, and since I have oily skin, I prefer a matte look. And I remember the first time I used the sunscreen and then put the compact on top, I was blown away at how mattified my skin was, and it remained that way throughout the day, which is something that's the reason why I basically fell in love with this. And I also love how it kind of minimizes the appearance of the pores a little bit, and it just looks so good on the skin. And the fact that my face and my skin is that way throughout the day is something amazing. And today I'll actually show you guys a wear test. So it's currently 7:30ish, I guess, but I will be wearing this throughout the day till maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 in the evening, and I'll show you guys how it looks after 10-11 hours. So yes, the first thing which I'll be doing is that I'll apply the sunscreen and be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back, and now I'm going to be applying this powder all over my face with this buffing brush. This is what it looks like. So it's the BS Small Face Round Brush, and this is what I feel is the perfect brush, at least for me. Out of all the brushes which I have in my collection, this is the one which applies this powder the best way and gives me the best application and all of that. So yes, let's get started. And moving on to the actual powder, like I said, it feels like a primer but in a powder version, and it really mattifies the skin really, really well. Now when you first look at it, it definitely looks like a stark white, but don't get scared of that because it does not remain that way. Once you apply it on your skin, and really buff it into the skin really well. It definitely gets a lot better and it's undetectable on the face. Now also make sure that when you're using it, don't be too harsh on the compact itself, like when you're removing the product, because this does have a lot of powder kickback. And all I do it is just press this and buff it into the skin really well. Like that is the best method of application for this. And yes, this is what my face looks like once I'm done. You can definitely tell the difference, like without the sunscreen on and then with the sunscreen on. And now once I have this powder on, you can definitely tell the difference what my skin looks like. And yes, now I will just generally just like bronze the face, and let me actually show you what products I use for all of that. So yes, I'll get them and be right back. Okay guys, so this is basically the finished look. I did a lot of eyeshadow basically. I don't apply so much of eyeshadow, but today I went a little bit overboard, and I kind of actually like the way it looks, because it is like you can definitely tell that it was eyeshadow, and that itself gives enough definition. I don't need mascara, I don't need eyeliner. Definitely after this I used a darker shade of compact of the A1 Simply Pretty Shine No More pressed powder. This particular shade is natural beige, and let me again give you a closer look of what it looks like. So it kind of looks like it can be a compact shade for me, but in person it's definitely a lot more orange. The orange is not coming through on camera for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, I use this like a natural bronzer, just applied all over my face, and that gives me a little bit of definition, which I personally like the difference. Like when I don't use it and when I use it, I can definitely tell the difference. So I like it better with this one, which is why I use it. And then I applied lipstick. That's all I applied. It's a very quick, simple 5-minute makeup look, and on days when I'm in a hurry, this is what I would generally go for. And yes, currently it must be around maybe 7:45ish or so, and I will wear this makeup for as long as I can and give you like a final check-in at the end of the day and show you how my makeup looks like at the end of the day. So yes, I'll see you in the evening. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm back after a full 12 hours. So this compact has been on my face for 12 hours at this point, and you can clearly tell how my skin looks like. So I will not say that it looks as perfect as it was in the morning, but it's definitely a lot better. Like if I use any other kind of compact, my face would be an oily, sweaty mess. I will have to blot or use like a wet wipe 10 times throughout the day, but today I haven't even touched my wet wipe, like even once. I haven't even used one single wet wipe, and my face does not look supremely oily. There's definitely a little bit of dewiness going on, especially on the high points of my face, especially where I apply highlight. I don't need a highlight because I have a natural highlight going on. But yes, this is something which I don't really mind, because my skin looks still pretty fresh and pretty nice and not extremely dewy or like very oily and anything of that sort. So yes, this is what this is how the product works on my skin throughout the day. And yes, I would absolutely totally highly recommend this product. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this multiple times. I think it's become a holy grail for me very very soon. And yes, that is it for this video. I don't want it to be too long, so yes, I'll sign off now. But yes, if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do subscribe to my channel for more videos, and also hit on the notification bell button, because that way you'll get a notification every single time I post a new video. And I'll also leave my social media handles in the description box. I have an Instagram and a Snapchat, so you can also follow me there. And yes, I'll also leave the link to buying this compact in the description box. I'm pretty sure you can buy NYX on Nykaa, and you can also buy it from Nykaa, from NYX stores, wherever, in whichever city you're living in. If you have a NYX store in your city, you can definitely buy it from the store. And yes, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.